Good afternoon. See some people jumping in. Awesome. How is everybody doing now that it's Monday the 5th? Hello, Dennis. Good to see you, sir. Yeah. All righty. Good morning, Carrie. Or good afternoon. Geez. See, I'm so used to Saturdays. Hey, Tanya. Hey, Dana. Yes, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Jennifer. Hello, Nicole. It's so good to see you all. Awesome. This is sweet. Jennifer Rogers, hello. Debbie, hello. Wow. Hello, Melody. Jeez, I must be doing like live readings or something. Everybody's jumping in so quickly. Jeez. Go figure, right? Not that I didn't have it in the title or something. Oh man, that's so cool. No, I really, really appreciate you guys, and I hope we can have some fun here. Okay, Debbie is saying she can't hear me. Hello, Carmen. So everybody else, give me a chance. Let me make sure something. Check. Okay, that one looks okay. Hey, the gang's all here. Yes, Jennifer. Yes. Okay, somebody else give me an idea if you can hear me okay. I think so. It's showing me I can hear. Okay, thank you, Carrie. I mean, I'm getting some signal on my side of things. So, Debbie, you may have to drop out and jump back in. Sometimes that helps. Just a suggestion. So, okay, you can hear me now. Okay, great. Oh yeah, awesome. Good morning. Golly, what is with me in the morning stuff? Hello, Sharon. Good afternoon, Dana. Thank you for that. Debbie, thank you. Okay, cool. Yeah, so we're gonna have some fun this afternoon, are we not? I think so. So what we'll do is I'm gonna go over the rules, and then I think we're gonna do something that Spirit called to me. Plus, I've done this on other shows, which there's another, and I'm gonna do it early, but I'm also gonna do it at the end. So, Jennifer, who's in the chat room, Jennifer Passavant, amazing friend of mine. She and Bonnie, two of the three members of the Hearts of Change Collective, are going to be doing a show this evening. You guys have heard me talk about them before. Thank you, Ryan. And we're going to be talking about a couple things, plus just having a good time. There might be some healing involved. You never know. We'll see what Spirit guides us all. But yes, Bonnie, Jennifer, myself, David, and Morningstar are going to be on there, and so we're going to have some fun there. So that's going to be at 6:00 tonight. So I will post that link after I get done with the live readings and stuff. So it is a lot of fun. So I mean, if you guys are looking for some more amazing things to happen, so I mean, you get a few messages today, and then afterwards, come back in a couple hours, and then you'll hear a great show, and then you're, like I said, healing might happen. So that'd be kind of fun. And again, hey, we all can use it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Rodney. So I will post all that stuff later. So yeah, we're going to go over the rules, but the reason I was getting at that was, I want to make sure that, I just lose track of my mind. I want to make sure that we're all, we're on board, and, because things are going to be, once I get rolling and stuff like that, keep in mind, I'm going to do the best I can. Guys, don't hate me if I miss you by accident or something like that. You know what I mean? It's not on purpose. I'm by myself doing this, so I can only write so fast and stuff. So, when we get going here, and you say you want a reading, make sure you stick around, because if and I call you out that, you're coming up, or you're supposed to happen now, you need to do that. So yes. So once we get rolling, you guys want a card, you're going to, start writing, in a minute, when I say, okay, you guys can put it in the chat room that you want one. I'm going to write everybody's name down. So I'll take a few minutes, because I can see there's quite a few over here. I'm going to start writing the names down first. So before I jump into the first readings, you do have an opportunity to cut, however you want to look at that. Hey, Cindy. And you will have an opportunity to cut in line. And if you want to cut in line, this is what you're going to need to do. And let me find it real fast. If you would like to cut in line, if you guys would donate something that will improve your chances to move up. I already have a couple people listed that donated ahead of time, so they are already on the list. So if you want to donate, I'm not telling you how much. That's completely up to you and what you feel comfortable with. And I will be watching my emails over in the other screen. So if I see it pop in there, then I'll add you to the list. So everybody that does a donation gets priority first. And this is something I've seen another good friend of mine, Danny Santos, does on his channel. And I thought it'd be kind of fun to do that here. So again, if you want to bump up in line, I'll keep watching the emails, and that'll jump you in there. And that'll, like I said, that kind of cuts you in line. So anybody that donates, you move up. So I will leave that up there for now. And if you want to do that, that's fine. If not, you'll still get a chance to read that, to get that. Hello, Linda. Thank you so much for being here. So that's what's going to happen. So again, we'll get rolling here in a moment. Like I said, that's a way to cut in line. And what we'll do is you're going to have an opportunity. I decided Spirit guided me to offer up 2 different decks for you guys today. So meaning when it's your turn and I call you out, you have an opportunity to pick from deck 1, which I'll just show you the back of them. Some of you have seen this before, so you've been on my lives in the past. This is deck 1. I'll hold that up so you guys can see the back of it. You guys can see me in the reflection. Look at that. Okay, that's deck 1. And deck 2 is for all you adventure type. And I've used this one, but I love this deck too, but I thought it'd be kind of fun because you never know. People might want to go this route. Not that it changes anything, because the cards are amazing and I had a great time. And I usually do this around the Halloween time frame. So this is also kind of like I'm not going to say spooky deck, but this is my Halloween Oracle deck. So you have a chance to pick that one as 2. So that'll be deck 2. Or you can just say purple deck or Halloween deck, whatever you feel comfortable with. So do not be intimidated by the Halloween deck. Like I said, man, when I've used those cards, it's pretty cool. But I wanted to give you guys a chance to kind of pick a little bit, since we're not in person, and plus, like I said, Spirit guided me to do it. So how cool is that? And then, like I said, I'm going to read what we'll do is I'm going to shuffle the card. I like to do that. So it'll be while I'm calling you to, let's see, I see somebody else jumping in here. Tina. Okay. All right. 1 second, gang. So I'm going to shuffle the deck. I like to do that, for everybody specifically. So what I'll do is I'll shuffle the deck. You'll hear me messing around with it. But that's going to, while I'm shuffling that deck, that'll give you an opportunity. So when you guys want a reading, if you want one, let me know when you say, hey, I want a reading. Tell me if you want deck 1 or deck 2 or purple deck or Halloween deck in your comment in the section. So that way I know, because then I'll start shuffling that when I'm waiting for you to respond. So when I call your name, it's your time. I'm going to say, hey, so-and-so is up. And then I'm going to start shuffling that deck. And when I shuffle that deck, we'll go from there. Okay. And there is a good chance that we may, something that's been happening a lot more frequently. If I see a troll that jumps in there, guys, just ignore it. Do not respond to them. If they do, just please ignore them. Don't say anything to them. Don't call them. Don't do anything. Just let me handle it. I'm going to block them as fast as I can and delete their comments. So it's a good chance that it'll happen. It happened Saturday, just on my morning show. So we just got to get through it, but let's just not engage them. Let's not give them the time or energy at all. Just ignore them, and I will do what I can to block them as fast as I can, and then that way they'll be out of here. So, okay, all right. I think I covered everything. So you got 2 decks. So I know a few people have already said they wanted a card. So I will go ahead and start accepting people that want a reading. So again, let me know in the comment section that you would like deck 1 or deck 2, or like I said, purple or Halloween. And we do have up to right now 3 people that have donated. So they are going to be priority. So they're going to go first, but I'm going to start bumping up. And let me go back to make sure I can start writing some down. So like I said, anybody that wants one, let me know. Let's see. Elena. And forgive me if I'm quiet. Elena J. Whoops. I know everybody's right now. It's starting to fly. All right, hold on, guys. You guys are doing great. Awesome. Okay, here we go. Whoops. And then I got that. Sharon. Jennifer Rogers. Debbie. Okay, she wants that too. Okay, Sarah. Oops. Deck two. Dennis. Deck two. Awesome. Wow, you guys are shocking me right now. I love it. I do like the Halloween deck. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. I mean, that's another one that just called to me, you know what I mean? Yeah, and Melody. Okay. And Carmen. Carrie. Thank you, Carrie, because you are in there early. So I will let you know deck one. Okay. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Let's see, Carrie. Terry. Deck one. Jennifer, deck one. Tala. Hello, Tala. Let's see. Tanya, I did not, but I will throw you in there. Maybe I missed it, but I'm still writing. Nicole. Deck one. Dana, deck two. Okay. All righty. Cool. I got a good list here. I appreciate that. Kate. All righty. Tina. Deck one. Okay. Kate, got you. Okay. Sharon, you said you wanted deck two. Okay. Awesome. All right. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll get rolling. Let me look over real quick. Okay. Buzzing around the thing. Cool. Okay. We'll get started for there, and then obviously what I'll do is, we'll go through them, and then I'll have to keep cycling back. So we're gonna, there'll be pauses and things like that. So we did have 3 people that donated, so they're gonna be first, and then as soon as I get done with them, I'm gonna jump over to the other ones. So the first 3 people, and I'm kind of do this like baseball, guys. I mean, I'm not that big of a baseball fan, but I do like the concept behind it. So Tanya. Hold on, Tanya. Let me see. Let me see if it needs to refresh. And I'm just double checking real quick. Okay, I see that one. Oops. Oops, that's the wrong one. No, Tanya, I'm not seeing it, but if you could, Tanya, if you did, send it to or screenshot it and send it to me and see, because maybe it's just I haven't seen it. I only have 3 so far that have popped up. So 1, 2, 3. I've only had 3 so far. So Jennifer Rogers, you wanted deck 2. Okay, cool. All right. I mean, it could be there, Tanya. What I'm doing is I'm just watching the email hit because it's quicker. So we'll see. But we'll get you. We'll get you. No worries. Okay. All right. I'm gonna mute this real quickly. Get this out of my way. All right. We got you. We got you. Okay. All right. So first 3 people, like I said, I kind of used a baseball analogy. So Dana, Carrie, and Tina. That is Debbie. I have not yet, but I'm going to keep refreshing and see when they do pop up. There's 2 more. Oh, there we go. Now they're showing in. I see Debbie. Okay. Okay. I've seen that one. Let me see if Tanya's is in there. Oh, Sarah, where are you? Okay. Perfect. Okay. Thank you, Sarah. Awesome. Keep watching it, gang. I'll keep refreshing. So All right, Margaret, 1 second. Margaret, you get to pick either deck 1 or deck 2. So it's either the purple deck or the Halloween deck. So deck 1 is purple, or you can say purple, and then deck 2 is the Halloween deck. So you get to let me know which one you prefer. You get to choose deck 1 or deck 2. And I'll just show those again for maybe some late people that are coming in late, so we can get going, because I feel like so. Deck 1, purple. Deck 2, Halloween. So you can say it either way. Okay. All right. So again, okay. Thank you, Margaret. Okay. All right. And then if anybody else said they wanted one, and if you didn't tell me a deck, then go ahead and put that down there. So all right. So we're going to do this. All right, Dana, please let me know that you're watching. Carrie and Tina. I know Tina's been saying a couple things, so I need Dana to let you know you're ready. Carrie, just you might as well give me a heads up, and then Tina as well. So at bat is Dana, on deck is Carrie, and then like I said, in baseball they say in the hole is the third one, Tina. So hey, Rhonda. So okay, I see Dana is ready to go. Dana wanted deck 2. Okay. All right, so I got the first 3 ready to go. Let me do a little shuffle, Dana, and we're going to rock this out. Cool. Tala, okay, thank you for that. Okay. All right, Dana, there we go. Okay. Dana, your card. Ooh, Dana. See, I love this deck too, but ooh, I love it. All right, Dana, this is what we're getting for you. The Night Song card, which refers to, no, sorry, I might have to angle this, guys, forgive me, which the wording is hidden talents. So the Night Song, and better known as hidden talents. So Dana, of course I do know you a little bit. So, I mean, it's not like I'm shocking you with anything, but the one thing you need to know is you can't be afraid to go after your talents. And you know what I'm talking about. You know very well what I'm talking about, because what basically it means is you need to go further. You've done so much. You've been practicing, and you've been working at it, and I know that. And you've because you've even hit me up, for some so a little bit of guidance and things and questions. And so, basically, Dana, this is just letting you know that you have these hidden talents, and you shouldn't be letting them go to waste. You need to just go ahead and just let them go. Let them pop out, let them go. Don't be afraid of it. You know what I mean? It's so hard. I mean, we're all there, especially in the beginning when we do these things. If we've, you know, I was, afraid. And even then you just kind of have to push through things. Okay. It's not easy. It's not easy. And so, I do the best you can to, you know, uh, shake that off. And it's okay to be in an uncomfortable situation. Okay, Rhonda, thank you so much. You have a great afternoon. And so, but don't let that, just don't, keep, you know, being timid. You know what I mean? Take that big step, go for it, because you're good. You can do this stuff. And so I don't want you to be afraid of it. Just be like, I'm going to do it. Have that confidence, push that positivity behind you, and just go for it. You know what I mean? And even then, even if you need to take some courses, or you need to reach out to others to give you some tips and tricks and things like that, then that's what you're going to do. But don't hold back. If you want to reach out to somebody and ask them a question or something, like, go for it. Don't stop holding back. Okay. Hopefully, I know this makes sense. So I know I don't even have to have you comment going, so, but definitely. Hey, Christopher, good to see you, my friend. Yes, sir. So, Margaret, or excuse me, Dana, I hope that makes a lot of sense, which I know it does. So, you take that to the bank. And if you have any other questions, hit me back later on. Okay. Carrie, we're going to get you rolling here. Awesome. Thank you for that, Carrie. I'm going to rock you out right now. So let me get that purple deck rolling. Okay, Carrie, here we go. Oh, okay, Carrie. Well, let's see. Blessings on your sleep. So, Carrie, how is your sleeping going on? I feel as though are you are you being restless at night? Are you not getting the sleep that you should? Are you uh maybe you're not cool. Awesome, Dana. You better. You better. I'm going to hound you for that. Carrie. So again, Carrie, with your sleep, um, what is it you're doing? What are you? Is there a lot on your mind? Because that seems to be the case in most people. They tend to think about this, that, and the other. And if there's things that you need to do or to work through that, I mean, and you might come back and tell me right now in the comment section, oh, you're getting great sleep. Well, there might be something we're missing then. Meaning, there's something more to it. There's more, maybe you need more rest, maybe you need to have some more downtime, because it doesn't necessarily mean that this is like at night either. Okay, this could seriously mean something like during the day. Maybe you're too active and you need to slow down a little bit because you've got too much on your plate. So keep that in mind as well. And that's what, they were throwing at me is, so if it's not a truly having difficulty sleeping at night, then you're rushing too much, which is why they threw that in there for me. So let me know if that makes any sense to you. Okay. Because yeah, it's, we need it. I mean, it's cliche to go ahead and say, hey, let's see. I do sleeping well. Okay, so Carrie, that's probably why they threw it in there then right away. So you are getting some sleep, but you're during the day. What you're gonna have to do is just kind of pick some things and do one thing, and then if you got a bunch of other things you still have to get done, or do a couple things, and you're gonna have to give yourself a break in there. Um, think of it in the sense of we're all at work. You know what I mean? That we have our jobs, and you're supposed to have a couple quick breaks, and you're supposed to have a lunch break and things like that, just so that way you can recuperate. So try to do that. Try to get yourself in there to where you set up some more breaks. And it doesn't have to be very long. Maybe it's just 5 minutes. Maybe you just need a little bit just to close your eyes, take a couple deep breaths. That's really important. I mean, we all should be doing that. So definitely get on that. Okay. So hopefully that'll help you out. And if you have any other questions, definitely let me know, because I can also always offer you some other ideas to kind of slow down or things to work through to help you out. Okay. You're welcome. Tina, deck one. All right. So I'm going to keep the purple one with me. Give me a heads up. And then we are going to jump to Debbie, Sarah, and then Margaret. Okay. Okay, Tina, awesome. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. There we go. Okay. All righty. 1 second. Let me see who that is. Tanya. Tanya, I just got it. All right. Okay. Tanya, let me know what deck you want it to. All right. Okay. So like I said, we're going to do Tina, Debbie, Sarah, Margaret, and now Tanya. That is the current order. So, all righty. Yes, Tina. Okay. Haven't had this one in a long time. But it's who we've all been in these situations and things like that. So let me hold it up. A blessing for those who are nearing their final breath. Now, of course, Tina, you certainly can have some people that some people you care about, and this might even have just recently happened too. So they've just said that as well. But, you know, we all need strength. We all have had, people close to us pass, and, uh, you know, it's tough, especially when there's somebody really close to you, and to try to go through it, and it's okay to be emotional. It's obviously a part of the process and things like that. So if there is somebody that just did pass away, or somebody that is not doing so well right now, this is just encouraging to know that the other side is looking out for you, that they want you to know that they're there for you. They're going to sit there and be with you to help you get through it, because it's rough. I mean, it's always rough. And let me know if this is something that makes sense to you, because even then, if it doesn't, there's a good chance that maybe there is something. And it's unfortunate to where it again, nobody wants to lose anybody. We know that, but we all need the strength to get through it. And of course, you got lots of people that are behind you, and we would all pull for you in that regard. So never think that you're alone or you can't reach out. Even if you want to talk about something completely different, that's okay too. Sometimes to distract you for a little bit just kind of helps you keep going. So um, let me know, Tina, if that's resonating at all with you right now. Um, because I'd be kind of curious myself. So, um, let's see. Okay, okay. So there you go. Okay, gotcha, Tina. Yep. Okay, thank you. Okay, gotcha, Tanya. I remember that. Okay, Tina. So yeah, I'm sure it wasn't easy, and especially knowing that it was your sister's boyfriend and things. And so, um, uh, So I don't know if he again. I'm just going to do one more quick little thing for you, Tina, because I obviously we could go really deep into this too as well, but um, we are. I am limited to 4 o'clock, so but I'm not sure what's going on, Melody. They're moving on my side of things, so I know sometimes you might have to just physically scroll it yourself, so keep that in mind. Um, so you might have to scroll it. I know once in a blue moon I have to too, but um, so Tina, real quickly, he's so he real quickly again, like I said, I don't have time to go deep into something, but just to give you some acknowledgement, everything's okay. Big thumbs up. It's not so bad. It's not like what he thought. So he's not. It's not as bad as he thought. It's a lot better on that side of things. So I don't. Hopefully that'll make sense to you, and at least a little bit of comfort, especially if you if your sister's into this kind of stuff. Everything's okay. Again, he's not real. You know, real happy face. It's just kind of like, yeah, it's not so bad. Kind of reaction when I asked him real quickly. Uh, so that's a good thing. And I don't know if he was afraid or if he was, not a big thing of the afterlife and stuff like that. But um, he's uh, definitely okay. So let me know. Okay. Hey, Debbie, Sarah, Margaret, and Tanya. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, Margaret makes a great point, Melody. I don't know why that is, and it might be just a Facebook thing that's just not catching up with. So you may have to jump out and jump back in, that type of thing, because I know that sometimes happens with audio. Um, because, like I said, on my screen it's working okay. So hopefully, the rest of you guys are hanging in there. So, okay, all right. So Debbie, we're gonna go with Debbie, deck two. All right, Terry. Terry, yep. We'll Terry, there's gonna be more opportunities and stuff like that. So we'll get you because yeah, you're pretty down, you're pretty far down in the list. So, but don't worry, we get you. We'll get you. So okay. Have a good time in the pool. um, all right, Debbie, give me another quick little heads up. Sarah, and I know Margaret's there, and then Tanya, you're right after Margaret. So okay. Okay, thanks, Tina. That'd be awesome. Yep. Okay. Debbie, all righty, let's go. All right, Debbie, deck two, Halloween deck. Ooh, interesting, Debbie. The mystery of it all. Okay, ready? Now, do not be scared. Again, I know this is a Halloween deck, and if you guys haven't seen some of these cards before, you may start to, don't take it for face value. That's not the way these cards always work. You know what I mean? So, because you're going to see the main part of this card and be like, uh-oh, it's not that way. Because that's not the intentions we're putting behind these cards. Okay. So, Debbie, you're getting yourself the witch card. But if I hold it steady, the earthly weaver of the worlds. The earthly weaver of the worlds. So Debbie, what it's basically telling you is that you're you like to be connected, which that's a great thing. You like to be connected things. You like to kind of have your hand in a little bit of everything. And so what they're saying, especially with the earthly side of it, is that just doing this a little bit more through nature. So the ideas and something you've seen me talk about on my morning shows on Saturdays, it is a lot of grounding and things like that. So that way you are connected to things. You can go anywhere and still be connected to the same thing. So there's all these branches, these in that webs and things that you are kind of, touching and connected to. It's not that it's a bad thing. It's just kind of more or less validating, what you are doing, what you are, so to speak, connected to. You love to be able to kind of know a little bit of everything. And, that's a great thing because we all do. We all should learn a little bit more, even if it maybe not necessarily something you're totally into, but you still have that opportunity to learn a few things about, other things. I mean, it's a good thing. So make sure that you always are grateful for that. That's one thing they're yelling at me to give thanks for, whenever you are searching out things or you're, connected to something, give thanks, give gratitude. Your guides, your angels are all going to be working with you. They're going to be, helping you out, with that, because obviously you want to know things, you want to learn more things. So the idea is to always make sure you give gratitude. I do a daily prayer, and the big thing I do is it's thank you. You got to say thanks, for everything they have done and everything that is going to happen, even though you don't know what it is, but it will. So continue, or make it a process of every day, whether you say it in the morning, you say it in the evening, give thanks, or do it both, do it, 2 times, you know what I mean? Definitely get into that and make it a habit if you're not already, because you need to, it's important to, oh, here we go. Yeah, there's number one. They're gone, gang. So there's the first troll of the day. So maybe I'm psychic. Who knows? Debbie, let me know how that resonates with you. Sarah, are you still around? Sarah F. Let's see. Sarah was hoping for deck 2. So let me see if Sarah's ready. And after Sarah's Margaret and then Tanya. Awesome, Sarah. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for being patient. Appreciate that. No problem. Okay, let me get deck 2 ready for you, Sarah. All right. All right, Sarah. Okay, after Sarah, Margaret and Tanya. Okay. It's kind of funny how we were just talking about things, and then Sarah, this works for you. So this is okay. This is great. I love this because it's funny. This would have tied in with Debbie's card and everything I was just talking about. Well, see, now we get to kind of elaborate a little bit more just for you. So Sarah, again, don't be too scared. You're getting the spider card and the community and web weaving. Awesome, Debbie. See? And see how it validates a lot. So that's great. Thank you for sharing that, Debbie. So Sarah, so kind of like what I was talking about with Debbie right there is, so you sort of need to do that a little bit more. You need to branch out more. You might be doing it, but maybe you're not doing enough of it. And I know, we're really, trying to get out of this pandemic and everything like that. Oh, you're so welcome, Debbie. Thank you. And it might be tough, it might be hard, uh you know the idea, for you is to reach out. You need to have, some more people, connect with more people. That's why, like, it's kind of fun when you, and even then, I'm not going to sit there and point at myself, but I mean, you got people like me that, have some shows or we're a part of stuff, and we, spend the time. Carrie, I will put you on the list. And so you're gonna hang in there. There's quite a few in front of you. But Sarah, I don't know. Again, I don't know if you are or aren't. And why is my phone ringing? So, and but yeah, you need to branch out more. So like I said, watching other shows, whether it's like mine or there's plenty of others. There's another show like I was talking about earlier. If you're interested to watch it later, I will have it on my page. I will be reposting it. Yeah, if you reach out to these and you start kind of feeling people out, you start seeing people, some are going to jump around to the different shows, and little bits, you know what I mean? You never know who you're going to come across that's just going to seem like really familiar with, and you're really going to kind of feel connected to them. And I keep saying connected, but that must be the theme today, is being connected, because I keep saying that word. So um but do that. I mean, I know we don't always have a ton of time and things like that, but even if you're there for 10, 15, 20 minutes or something, whatever you can spare, and watch these things. And again, that's going to help, even like what the card said with the community side of things, because you're going to reach out, you're going to start making connections and things. And you might be able to make some new friends. I mean, that's the cool thing is, I mean, I've met so many people through this, some I've never met in person doing this stuff. And it's like, it's still great. We have conversations, in private, and it's amazing. You have a good time. You learn a lot about people, and things that you can do to help them, or even it's just like I said, just sometimes just somebody to talk to. Send a couple messages here and there, check up on each other, and that's all that matters. Um, so so Sarah, I hope that makes some sense for you. You know what I mean? And if you're not doing it, then you need to, and if you're doing it, I think you need to do a little bit more. So I hope that can help you out a little bit. Okay. And let me know in the comments section. All right, Margaret and Tanya. Let me do a quick little refresh over here. Awesome. Okay. All right, Margaret and Tanya. Margaret, deck 2, Tanya, deck 2. Okay. I really appreciate you guys hanging there. Thank you for being patient. I know I'm trying to get through them as quickly as I can. It really means a ton. You guys are hanging in there and being patient. Okay, Sarah. Well, like I said, even if it's a few minutes, do what you can. Like I said, there's a reason for that card to come out, and there's obviously some people out there that you are going to get connected with. I mean, of course, that's what they're yelling at me for, and I don't mean yelling. Whenever I say they're yelling at me, it's just they're saying, "Make sure you tell them, tell her, tell her." So, but that's what they want. There's going to be some people you're going to come across, in these that, again, their name might just all of a sudden seem familiar, or something you want to reach, talk to them about, or something like that. And you'll do that in the shows with the lives and things. Don't hold back. You know what I mean? Okay. So I'm glad you understand that. But sometimes we gotta, you gotta spell it out, because it's hard, because I can't see you and I can't hear what you're thinking or saying. So I'm not that kind of psychic where I'm gonna go right inside your head and pull all that out. I want to hear from you too. So but yeah, do it. Yeah, trying to do it a little bit more. And even then, maybe pick some days that you can shift your schedule around to where you can. I mean, like I said, there's so many great shows out there, and there's so many I don't even ever get to, you know what I mean? But I have to, there's certain people that I like to watch, but I can't watch them always live. I just always have to watch them back at another, time. So even if you want to do that, remember all the shows that are on Facebook or YouTube, you can easily play them back at any other point, down the road. I mean, as long as you can, remember it, which is by the time, the next week comes around, they've already got another episode. But, definitely do that. Okay. All right, Margaret. Let's see. Split you. Okay. And thank you, thank you, Sarah. Oh, okay. All right, Margaret, we're going to get going. You're going to get the mummy card. It's all about change. Awesome. It's all about change, Margaret. All about change. Now, of course, I know you a little bit, and I've done some readings for you in the past. And, I think that's, there's some opportunities. There's an opportunity coming up, and I may know what this is. And I think this is something similar to what you were kind of hoping would pop through. And I think this is it for you. And you'll probably start giggling a little bit and or probably shaking your head saying, yes, I know. That's what I was hoping you were gonna say. So um I do feel it's a good positive change. At least that's what they're telling me. So don't be afraid about it. It'll definitely be see, I said you would say something. And so uh definitely um so I'm gonna pull that out for a little bit. Um embrace the change. You know what I mean? Kind of, I said this earlier in another reading, was that, we tend to be afraid of, taking steps and moving forward about things. And then sometimes, you just got to do it. You know what I mean? You're at a point where, they're giving me the go sign. So if there was a specific change that you were looking at, which I know we wanted to dive into a little bit deeper, and we will, this is just at least giving you that kind of courage to do that. So sorry, I was looking at my screen. So this should probably tie into when we were going to have a more deeper conversation later on, which we will schedule. So hope that starts to at least give you a little bit of a boost of confidence and make a little bit more sense for you. So I appreciate that and thank you. And it'll be fun to talk with you soon. So Tanya, and after Tanya, we are going to jump up to, I think it's Elena. I think that's how I said it. I might be wrong. If I said it wrong, I'm sorry. But so Tanya, and then Elena, and then Sharon. Awesome. Okay, Tanya, hang tight. You're welcome, Margaret. Okay. Hang on, let me scratch that off. All right. All right. Okay, Tanya, you're welcome, Margaret. If I didn't say that already. And Tanya, you told me to grab from the bottom, which I'm going to do. So you can already see it. So I'm definitely grabbing from the bottom. You'll see it live. So, oh, interesting, Tanya. So you're getting yourself the ghost card, and it's referring to, hang on, guys. Just had it. Let's pause for 1 second. I apologize, Tanya. I'm not going to be able to get it. So this has happened several times, and some of you have been a part of some of my shows that when this has happened, but just watched an angel feather fly right through. I have no idea if it got on camera or not, but we'll have to go back at this point. We're at 43 minutes in. And it's gone. Like I can't, it's gone. So I thank you. Um, I watched that feather fly up and out, and it's gone. It's completely gone. So, and that's what I have angels that definitely come through. This is the second time and since Friday I had one happen at work, which shouldn't happen, and then right now I just had one fly right through me and it's gone. So they made themselves known, and obviously, I appreciate that and love the support that they do, and they're kind of just swinging through, just probably giving me some words of encouragement. So that was super cool. So I don't know if you guys caught it on camera. I have no idea if it got caught, but that was a really cool moment, guys. So sorry to pause like that, and you didn't mean to, but I call those things out now every time I see them, and it's amazing. So I was going to try to catch the feather, but it's gone. So, and I'm looking everywhere, and it's gone. So, well, Margaret, if you're talking over there, that's part of a lighting issue, and I can stop that from happening. So if I take this flashlight and do that, it'll go away. So, let's see if it'll stop doing it now. What happens is I use a green screen, guys, because obviously I'm not outside on a deck, or on a walkway. So I use a green screen. If the lighting doesn't hit the green screen right, it leaves these weird black blotches and things like that. So I mean, if I start turning lights off and things, it'll start getting weird. So anyway, we're gonna get back to Tanya. So I apologize, Tanya, for that. Other than the angel flying through, that was all meant to be. So that's great, awesome. So again, back to back to your card, Tanya. So we had the ghost and regret. Okay. So, in a way, obviously the ghost isn't what we're really referring to. It's more of the regret. What's going on, Tanya, that you feel bad about? You know what I mean? Is there some type of move or something you've recently done that it just isn't sitting right? And obviously, better than anybody else, what that is. Keep in mind that it's okay, whatever that situation is for you. Again, I'm kind of talking with them, telling me in my ear and stuff. So, um, you know, it happens. Again, it's just like a lot of other stuff I've talked about. We do things, we make decisions, and we have to live with them, and we learn from them as best as we can. And so, uh, you just have to just kind of own up to it. It is what it is. You know what I mean? You're going to learn from it, especially if it's something you are, feeling bad about. And, but at the same time, you'll learn from it and you'll keep doing what you need to do moving forward. So, um, hopefully you kind of know where this is coming from. And even then, if it hasn't happened, this might be coming up on something you just already decided on, or something decision you made, or some type of whatever whatever you did to do something, and then it's going to come back, and it's gonna be like, oh man, I shouldn't have did that, or something to that effect. So don't be afraid of it. So okay, so you do understand what this is referring to. So um you know uh like I said, you've been consistent in watching my shows and things like that. And if you remember, I think you were here Saturday morning. uh you know we got to be positive through it all, regardless of whatever happens. And that's why I said that my whole situation that I've been dealing with for pretty much the last month, you know whatever was going to happen is going to happen. And so it still applies to any situation. And so, like, for you made a decision, and then now you got to you're regretting it. It's okay. You're going to move through it, you're going to get past it, and you're going to be better off in the end. So hopefully that won't be, it's not too hard on you at this point. So okay. All right. Elena, Sharon, and Jennifer. And that's Jennifer Rogers. And see if Elena is still around. And I think Sharon was still around, so I'm gonna hold off. But so Elena, if I'm saying that right, Elena J. If I'm correct. Oh, you're welcome, Tanya. Thank you, thank you. And then Sharon, and then Jennifer R. So those three. I'm just gonna shuffle this one real quickly, because look, actually, most people are maybe. So I'm gonna give you Elena, if I'm saying that right. I'm sorry. Okay, Sharon, good. Thank you that you're ready. Awesome. Hang tight. And then Jennifer Rogers, Jennifer R. And then after that, if Dennis, if you're like the fourth, though, Dennis, let me know if you're still hanging in there. Okay. All right. Hi, Lynn. Thank you for joining. Appreciate that. Well, hopefully you'll see some cool things here. Okay, cool. Jennifer, hang tight. Don't move. So, Lynn, we're just doing some live readings, for getting close. Okay, Dennis, appreciate that. Glad you're hanging in there. Thank you for your patience. Hey, Debbie. All right. So I don't see Elena, so I'm gonna kind of circle her that she's not responding in the chat room. So we're gonna move on to Sharon, Jennifer, and Dennis in that order. And so let's see. And Sharon, you want a deck too? So let me do one more quick little shuffle, since I was shuffling that for what might have been Elena. So let me do that real quick. And Sharon, this one's gonna be for you. All right. Okay. All right, Sharon. Okay. Well, Sharon, Sharon, I'm trying to remember if if I've done the readings before. I almost feel like this card is familiar to you for some reason. At least that's what it said to me real quickly. And maybe I'm wrong, but it's okay too. Um, so Sharon, this is what you're getting. I do like this card because it's something that we all need to do. So I encourage everybody that's still watching and hanging in there, or watching this back, this is a great card. So we have the winter card, but in what winter is all about is the art of pausing. And they're saying sacredness of pausing. you know a couple times today we've talked about, how we we got so many things on our plate, and so we're just not having the right time to do this and that, or we're getting overwhelmed. And then, you know, this is when we need to do that, because I mentioned that earlier about, just taking a 5-minute break, or something, just to relax. And so, okay, Debbie, I will. All right. Okay. So I'm definitely gonna keep going, at least. But if we get to the point where it's almost 4 o'clock, then I'm gonna have to stop doing it. Because I do have a hard stop at 4. So we got about an hour and 9 minutes still to go. So I'm good. We're gonna keep going. So, um, but Sharon, yeah, you know, uh, Sharon, you obviously, there's some. I think you're getting a little, busy with things. You know what I mean? You've got a lot going on, and you're not creating enough time for yourself. And I know that can be rough, because I believe vaguely remember like what's going on with you. So I can understand that, it's tough. And again, I think you've had this card before, so you can let me know in the comment section if you have. It really seems familiar. And I don't know why it's just standing out like a sore thumb to me, um but let me know in the comment section. But again, you know, with the summer and things like that, we should be getting out. We should be, enjoying things. I know, today, I mean, yesterday was, 4th of July, and heat was up. Today, the heat's really up. So I know it's tough to get out there unless you're jumping in a pool and having a good old time, staying cool. So, but, find some moments, you know what I mean? Whether you're just sitting there relaxing, even if it's, in your house, and, you're staying nice and cool, and, you kind of kick your feet up, and maybe you just close your eyes, just do some breathing and things like that. I've done some shows, Sharon, as you know, or, the little relaxation music. So you can always put that on and help you out. So if you need a few minutes or something like that. But yeah, like I said, this one's, always important for you, for all of us, including you, Sharon, that we just need to always stop. And obviously, like, you know, uh, we get caught up. We don't take the time, we forget about it. And the next thing we're overwhelmed. We're, anxiety, we're having panic attacks and things like that. And it's just, it happens to all of us, but you got to find those moments where you can just stop and breathe. And I try to, I'm guilty. I mean, I get caught up, and then I'm, hurting myself. And, but then there's times where I catch myself. It's like, okay, I got to stop. You know what? I'm just going to chill out for a few minutes. I'm just going to do my thing, relax a little bit, maybe do a little meditation, just to calm down. And then there you go. So let me know, Sharon, if that makes all sense to you. All right, Jennifer, Dennis, and Melody. Jennifer R, Dennis, and Melody. Ooh, almost lost it. I know, Jennifer, you said you were here, so I am going to just keep going and roll right into it. Dennis, we're still there, so you're good. And the Melody, let me know if you're still hanging in there. All right. And this card is hot, Jennifer. Hot. It was jumping out at me. So it must be important. Oh my God. I see. That's why I love shuffling deck, because sometimes these cards are also meant for a lot of you. And cool, Melody. Yep, you're just hang in there. You're a couple spots away here. So, all right, Jennifer. And we just had this, but let's say I love shuffling it, because then again, this is for a reason. And again, this jumped out at me for you. So, Jennifer, you also got the Mummy card, which was Margaret, but change. So what changes? Hello, Cynthia. So what changes do you need to do, Jennifer? What's going on? Is there something that you're looking to do? Is something you're trying to, is it a career change? Is it a location change? Is it starting a hobby or something like that? Or, is there things that maybe you used to do them and you haven't, and maybe now's the time to kind of bring those back, because there's obviously a reason for it. And again, it could be a lot of different things. So just hang in there, as far as what it is. I mean, better than anybody what we're talking about here. what's going on or what's been on your mind recently that maybe you've been thinking about some sort of change. You know what I mean? Because it is, I mean, we change is a good thing. I mean, my stories, and if you didn't see my show on Saturday, there was some big changes that almost happened, and I just kind of embraced it. I didn't fight it, and however it was going to unfold was going to unfold, and so here we are. Things worked out in the end, and it wasn't going to be a dramatic change like it was shaping up to be, but you just accept it. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's supposed to be there. I had a couple people mention, say, hey, maybe you should just go for it and stuff like that. So okay, I got you, Sharon. Yeah, I thought that was what was going on, Sharon. I really did. So I just didn't want to confirm it because I didn't know if there were some other changes that happened or something like that. But I thought so. But it's just those that car that you got that is important that you need you need a break. And I know, and I get it. We've got to be there for our family members. And it might be rough, and it's going to be and it's tough. We've all seen it, or been a part of it in some way. So I totally get where you're coming from. But yeah, Jennifer. So hopefully, it does make sense. Hopefully, that you can go forward. Um, they're definitely telling me, you can do it. Whatever the change is, you're strong enough for that. So don't be afraid. Okay. So hopefully, let me know. Keep me posted. Okay. All right, Dennis, Melody, and Carmen. And Carmen, you need to let me know what deck you want. And Dennis, Melody, and Carmen. Okay. Dennis, you're getting deck 2, so I'm going to keep it in my hands. All right. Okay, thanks, Carmen. All right. Ooh, okay, Dennis. Another great card. We all need this card, just like the winter one as well. But I like this one as well. Got the jack-o'-lantern, which is better known for protection. Hold still. Dennis, I know that I think you've been to one of these with me before, or was it when you were on our Beyond the Silence show, and we were doing the readings that day, and I think there was some things that might be related because I know you spent some more time with Debbie afterwards. But we all need protection, and especially you right now. You've got a lot of things going on as far as um, you know, things with you're thinking about a lot of things. And so if you don't protect yourself, it's real similar to the whole fact of like why you need to relax. We need the time to where we can just sit or do something fun, whatever it is, to kind of distract ourselves. This one's a little bit more on the mental side, 'cause that's what they're yelling at me for. um you need to kind of always know that you take the time to thank. And I don't know a lot about you, Dennis. But the idea of your guides, angels, whoever you know can trust, that's there for you, that are providing you some of the help that you are seeking. Know that they're always going to be there to protect you. So you make sure ask them to do that. Set that intention, tell them to, hey, look out for me today. Thank you for being there, but at the same time, watch over me. Because you want that protection from you from a mental standpoint, because if you're bombarded with things, you can kind of deflect a lot of that. We doing this with empathic style work, we're exposed to energies of all different sorts, and it really can hurt us if we don't protect ourselves, because if we absorb it all, we're a wreck. And I've talked about that before in my morning show. I've beat myself completely down because I wasn't uh, I didn't prevent it. I finally let my guard down because it just kept hitting me so much. And then finally, boom, then I'm down for days, at least a couple days before I'm back to normal again. I can still function, but I just don't, I look miserable. I look, tired. So, um, so definitely ask and be thankful, for your guides and angels to look out for you and to tell them to watch over you and to protect you each day. Okay. So hopefully that will make sense for you. And thank you, Dennis. Melody, Carmen, and then Jen Passavant. All right. Melody, you're still there. Awesome. I saw that. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, Melody. Okay. All right, Jennifer. So yeah, you're welcome, Dennis. Gotcha, Jennifer Rogers. Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So we were hitting Melody. Melody. All right. This is it. The skull of light. What we're really talking about is the illumination. You can see all the halos and the energy, the energy waves around the head. I'm not gonna say skull. We know it's a skull, but illumination. You gotta get that right. Okay. So illumination, that's sort of what we're talking about is opening yourself up. Okay. You again, you've been through some readings before and we've met in person and stuff. And you're at a point now as you're continuing to learn things, and I know you are, and you're expanding and stuff. You now need to open up, and the opening up is obviously you are still protecting yourself. What you're doing is you're opening up to where you're allowing other things to come in because you're going to set that intention. So that's got to be first and foremost, is that when you open up, that you are only allowing things that come from the light to enter, to help you, to assist you, uh, you know to help you move in this direction, or do this, or open this door for you and things. So you when we do like mediumship and things, I used to always tell people a lot, it's like, you know when I'm going to be open to doing full on readings, like here, I'm kind of doing a little hybrid of two things. Uh, when I go full open, it's like I just hit the light switch. And when I hit that light switch, it's a lighthouse in a sea of darkness. So you imagine a light, in the middle of the ocean type of thing. And, anything that's around is going to see that light and is going to be curious. So they're all going to be coming to you. So it's sort of like that in a way, is what card is telling you, is that they want you to open up with the right intentions, and that way you can then now absorb things, because there are obviously some other things that need to come to you. It's not just people on this realm, this area, this planet. You need to gather things that are coming in from a higher self. Okay. I'm going to let that one kind of simmer so you can think about it a little bit more, because we don't have enough time to dive too deep into that. But there's some other things, as I'm being told, that want to come in and help you. Okay. So that's a cool thing. That's a cool energy, or energies, that you need, definitely need that coming down on you. Okay. And that way they're going to hit you, and you're just going to be like, cool. All right, Sharon, you have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much. So let me know. And thank you, Melody. All right, Carmen, Jen, and Tala. Okay. All right. I get to switch decks for a change. All right. Carmen, I think you're still there, right? Carmen, Jen. Oh, let me see. Hang on. I just saw that I had one. It did. It did, Tala. Well, all right. Well, Tala, since you threw one in there and I caught it and you mentioned it just in time, I'm going to bump you up there. I'm going to get you in there first. So, Carmen, You can yell at her later for that. And then Jen, just hang tight for a second. So Tala, since you threw that in there, thank you for that. I'm going to bump you up right now. So you are going to get this next one since you donated. Thank you. And thank you for mentioning that, because I didn't look over there in the last few minutes. So thank you. Thank you. All right. All right. Let's see what we got for Tala. Well, Tala, I already grabbed your card. So I already pulled it. So we're just going to go with it right at this point. So Tala, this one's for you. So I'm going to angle it. Blessing to lift the sadness. Now, we hung out a little bit a few weeks ago, and we had some good conversations. And I'm trying to think, back then I didn't think there was anything really sad. Well, I take that back, because I know a smidge about things, and I know where this can tie in is where you've had some things going on this year in particular, and you've had a lot on your plate. You've had a lot of great things happen at the same time, but you've also had a lot of things, which I'm sure kind of fell into that point. So this is probably more of a validation that proves that you're still holding on to a little bit of it, that you haven't really fully let go, and that it's probably time. So there is things that you can control, and there's things that you can't control. And you remember the conversation, I'm sure. I know I do a little bit. And you'd have to roll with it. I've already said that a few times already this afternoon. Sometimes you're just gonna, whatever it is, you're gonna have to deal with it. And but now is the time to let go of it even further, because it really doesn't belong, because it's going to just continue to drag you down, and you might not show it to certain people that are around you. And maybe you talk about it, maybe, but the idea is you really need to get it off your plate. There's no business for it being there. It's what has happened, and there's nothing more you can do about it. And right now it's just all about moving forward. And so you gotta push that positivity, set those intentions each day. And as soon as you start doing it, and you start believing in it, which is another thing I know you need to know. You need to believe in it, and you watch how things change. And trust me, it will. And I will repeat myself that if you feel so inclined, I will refer people to watch this past Saturday's morning show, because I tell a story that finally came to a resolution. And when I tell you about everything that went on, and how I acted, and how I pushed to not let anything negative get beyond the first day, because when I woke up the second day, I moved on, and it changed everything. Now, whether it was totally on me, or was it just because I put the energy out there for that way, but this is things you got to do. You know what I mean? And it's a good lesson for all of us. Okay. So thanks, Tala. And Carmen, I think if you're okay, if Kate, I'll bump Kate into your spot if you want. I can do that. If Carmen's okay, I'll do that. All right, Kate. Kate, I didn't know what deck. You didn't tell me what deck. Okay, Valerie, I will put you on the list. Got a little ways to get to you, so you got to hang in there. But we're getting through the list. Okay. Okay, all right, Melody. Sorry, I missed that. All right, that's awesome, Melody. Okay, even better, Kate, because that's what I shuffled. So, all right. Ooh, okay. All righty, Kate. I like it. A blessing for unity where once there was division. A blessing for unity where there once was division. Kate. I'm only pausing because I'm letting it gather, but you've obviously have had you've had some things on your mind. You've done some things to that you were probably worrying about others and what they were going to think about what you were going to be doing or deciding or um, choosing type of thing, and you didn't focus on yourself. You didn't realize that what makes you happy is what you decide to do. All right, Rachel, I will put you on the list. You just got to hang in there, like I just told Valerie. There's a few before you, but just hang tight. Um, Kate, you're gonna have to you much like what your sister Tala, because I know you're both sisters. Um, just like her, she needs to drop sadness, whereas you need to stop worrying about others. You need to focus on yourself. Okay, you can find things that's going to make you happy. There's things that you can do. You just have to, much like what I've said, you have to send an intention out there for it. If you're looking for something specific like a job, or you're looking for something specific in like um a direction to go in life, or uh you know I mean, it could be a lot of different things, but you you need to be happy. You know what I mean? And so there might be obviously others around you that, you might feel that, are wondering, or, you know, uh maybe you think that they're not giving you the space, or they're not giving you the timing for it. Uh you just need to, really kind of stop, take a couple deep breaths, center yourself. Don't worry about things. You know what I mean? Things are going to happen when they're supposed to happen. But as long as you aren't going to be lazy about it, and that's why I said you've got to set some intentions. You've got to sit there and do this every day. And I will repeat myself to a lot of you, and why you're going to keep hearing the same thing over and again, because it hits with everything. And you might be doing one thing but not this thing, and so you need to do all these things, so that way it all combines together and gets you facing forward, going down the path and stuff. So if I sound like I repeat myself, or I sound like a broken record, there's a reason for it, because that's what they're telling me, that's what they want you to know. So if it's weird to hear the same thing over and over again, well, it's because you specifically need to hear it. So Kate, you're yes, it is, Kate. Yes, being an adult is weird. Uh, but it doesn't matter, what the age is, and even being considered an adult, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? There is you The sooner you slow down to the point of where you can just breathe and relax, and you don't feel like you're racing to something, or and there's a point of why I'm slowing down right now, is to show you that you can take those moments to just calm down. And when you calm down and you relax, all these things are going to start coming in. And again, you're going to set some intentions daily. You're going to be thankful for those that are around you, that support you in this realm and in the other realm. Okay. Or realms, I should say. So make it a habit. Create this habit that every day you're going to wake up and you're going to be thankful. You're going to be happy that you woke up today, and that whatever information needs to come your way, whatever guidance, whatever love, whatever healings that you need for this day, that it's going to be abundant for you, and it's going to change. so much. Okay. So make it a habit. Don't be lazy, because I have little birdies that will correct me, or at least inform me if you're being lazy, and then we'll have to do something about it. Not really, but but you could do this. Make it a habit, and that way maybe being an adult won't be so weird. Okay. Thanks, Kate. All right, Carmen. Carmen, Jen, and Nicole. Jen, give me a heads up that you're still hanging in there. Nicole, if you're still hanging in there. Okay. I know, Carmen, you are. So awesome. Thank you, Jen. All right. So Carmen, Jen, and Nicole. And then I will give another update as to far of who else we had. Okay. Awesome, Nicole. Thank you for hanging in there. I know it's late. All right, Carmen. And you were purple. Okay. Okay. All right, Carmen, this one's for you. Okay. See, this is great. Carmen, I don't really need to do this, but obviously there's well, I don't think I need to tell you what this means. I think you could just read the card and I'll just move on. Because you'll just read it and be like, yeah, I know. So, um, Carmen's another good friend of mine, and Carmen and I are, going to be working on Carmen's going to be gracious enough to allow us to use her homestead for a class next year. So I'm going to put her on the spot and saying that. So we will be doing a spiritual class. She's gracious enough to allow her homestead, and then the school that I learned from is we're going to be bringing the school out, and we're going to be doing a class out there next year. So that'll be great, and there'll be more of that coming down the road as we work through it. So, but Carmen, your card. A blessing to shield and safeguard you. Well, like I said, Carmen, there's probably not a whole lot I can say, because obviously you saw the card and you'd just be like, yeah, because I would be, because as soon as I see it, I'm like, yeah, I know. So I know I don't have to go super deep, but just for others and things, there's a lot of things that you're doing, wonderful things that you're doing, and it matters. The things that you are doing, the businesses that you're creating, and still trying to continue with, this still applies to all that. You still need to take care of yourself. You still need to protect yourself, and this doesn't have to even be from more of a spiritual style away. This could easily be from a physical way. People that don't want to pay for your service. You got to protect yourself from those. So, whether it's getting the money up front or getting half the money up front, especially if, they don't show up, or, they keep canceling, that sort of thing. So it doesn't have to be just from a spiritual standpoint, but just from an actual physical way. But also at the same time, just knowing that you are always, that you always know that you have protection around you, much like we were looking at some of the other cards that have been popping up, always give thanks. Again, repeating myself, even for this aspect. So, making sure that you appreciate who's watching out for you, and those of your family members on the other side that are showing up and doing the same, and keeping an eye on you and stuff, including where you live. You got a lot of them looking out for you, and it's the same thing. It's just also letting them know that you appreciate that, and that it makes sense. So again, I don't need to go deep into it, because I know you know it, and you're just saying always. So, but it's just a way of, sometimes we need to hear things to make it stick again, because again, we might all get a little lazy about things, and we don't do this or we don't do that, and then it kind of slips, and then we fall into a trap and stuff. So sometimes you got to be reminded of things like this. So so I know, Carmen, that'll make sense, but all I was going to say is, hey, don't forget Don't forget. All right, Jen, Nicole, and Carrie Lynn. So, Carrie, if you are still watching, all right, we're doing good. 320. All right, let me see. Okay, we're doing good. Let's see. So, I'm just going to read who's out there. So, if you guys are still watching, awesome, Carmen. Thank you so much. So, I'm going to just repeat it. So, we've got Jen, Nicole, Carrie, Debbie B, Valerie, and Rachel. So that may tie us up until the end. So we'll see. So Debbie, you get a chance to pick between deck 1, which is this purple one I've been doing, or deck 2, which is a Halloween one, but don't do it as it's not as a scary one. It's just the fact that I wanted everybody to kind of pick one. Debbie, does one of those, and I know you're coming up here in a little bit, but it's just one of them stand out to you? That's the main thing. Is does the purple one stand out, or sorry, I'm looking at myself in the screen. It's opposite. So there's the purple one. So does deck 1, the purple one, stand out, or does deck 2, the Halloween deck, stand out? So that's up to you, or I'll pick it. Doesn't matter. So Jen was wanting deck 1. So let me do that quick. Let me shuffle. So yeah. Jen, Nicole, Carrie, Debbie, Valerie, and Rachel. That's where we're at. And like I said, that may tie us up to the end. So I may not be able to take any more after this. So we'll see. Okay. Because they might just run us to the end. So I'll put question marks, but again, we might cut it off at this point. So everybody that's here is locked in. Oh boy, Jen. See, I got to hold it together, and that's going to be tough. So Jen's a really good friend of mine, and oh boy. All right, Jen. You'll never guess who's coming through, Jen. Wow, yeah, that one. Like I said, I've become really good friends with Jen, and I was still learning things about her, which is kind of hilarious. We had kind of conversations earlier about some things, and this was, one thing that I've known for a while, is how much um, her mother meant to her. So it's cool because her mom pops up at amazing times, and she's, shared that information with me. And this is just no different than all the other ones. Her mom tends to pop up at the right time. And, that's why I'm emotional. Cause like I said, Jen's been awesome. And we've been able to, share a lot of stuff. And so it's just neat. And like I said, I get the feel for her on that one. Because again, with reading the energies and things like that, you can't help but, feel it. And she doesn't even have to say a lot about it, but, just knowing her energy and how she felt about her mom, and how your mom just comes through at the best times. And so she's just writing in there. So for those that didn't see it, she comes through in dreams and stuff for her. And she's shown up, uh, over Mother's Day weekend and things recently. So it's really cool. I obviously don't need to dive too deep into that, because it's just, that's the way her mom is. She just kind of shows up and does some big smiles and just lets her know that she's still with her. And that's always kind of cool. So, yeah, super cool. Okay. And we'll talk later, Jen, because we'll be on the show later. So who knows? Maybe this will be a topic that'll pop up briefly. So look at that. See, I gotta take care here. So thanks, Jen. So, whew, okay. All right, Nicole, Carrie, Debbie, Valerie, and Rachel. So, Nicole, you want it deck one. Will do. Will do. All right, Nicole. Nicole is many, 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 many miles away. And she's been really cool. She's been a newer friend this year that I've gotten to meet and know and help her on a couple little things and do some little small readings and stuff like that. So, okay. All right, Nicole. So, interesting. Nicole, this is your card. Sorry. A blessing on a battle that cannot be avoided. Now, and I know I'm a little bit away from the microphone. Blessing on a battle that cannot be avoided. So, not necessarily, obviously, a battle. Nobody's going to be fighting and things, but obviously, there's some stuff that is on the way that, and maybe it was already happened, but you might be, having some disagreements with somebody, whether it's, work situations, family situations, that sort of thing. Doesn't mean, as I'm listening, doesn't mean it's going to be, a bad ending. You know what I mean? It's just something that's going to pop up. Might be some disagreements and things, but remembering that, to talk through things and to try to stay, calm, try to stay relaxed through it, even if you feel like yelling and screaming, which I know I don't, even though I haven't known you long to go, I don't see you yelling and screaming. I could be dead wrong, but I couldn't see you doing it, but maybe you got it in you, you pull it out when you need to, but but if and when this moment happens, you know, it doesn't mean that, things are going to be all chaotic and things like that. But obviously there's a situation that, just know that as if it hasn't already showed itself, it's going to, and then that way, you're kind of are ready for it. You kind of know to deal with it, to relax and stuff. And so, um, sometimes it's great to kind of get these, especially if you're not sure what it is, or maybe you kind of do. And it's, sometimes it's nice to have that preparedness. So that way, you can already start to relax through it and not, struggle because obviously that stinks, to kind of go through something and not be, you know, ready for it. Cause I mean, we all do. We all want to be prepared for a lot of things, I mean, especially like if somebody's going to pass away unexpectedly, or, all the different things that can, happen out there. But, get a little pre-warning about things like this that, that way the positive, mindset of, working through whatever it is. And again, whatever the situation it will be for you, you'll everybody will prevail in the end. And again, that's what, they're telling me. So thanks, Nicole. And Carrie, let me know if you're still here because you're up. Then Debbie B, which I know you've still been kind of hanging in, I think. And then Valerie and Rachel. So with the four of you, kind of give me, oh, you're so welcome. And so I need Carrie, Debbie, Valerie, and Rachel to kind of give me a heads up. And I need to know what deck you guys would like, unless you want me to pick it. So again, I'm just going to give everybody a minute or two. So Carrie, Debbie, Valerie, and Rachel. Let me know who's still available. Okay, Valerie. Cool. All right. Hang in there. Rachel's still all right. You guys are you guys are third and fourth at that. Okay, cool. Thank you, Rachel. I'm going to put that down. You want deck one. Okay, Valerie, you're going to deck two. Cool. So let me just see if Carrie and Debbie are still around. And if not, we'll skip a few and jump right to Valerie then. So hang tight. Let's see, because I thought Debbie was still hanging in there, but let's just see. And she might be having a type or something like that. That's why I want to give everybody just a minute or two. But I will. Oh, there's Debbie. She wants the Halloween. All righty. Cool. All right. I'm going to give about another 30 seconds for Carrie Lynn if she's still around. If not, we're going to jump to Debbie. So I'm going to start prepping for Debbie just in case Carrie jumps in real quick. And I think, yeah, Sarah, I love the deck. I really do, because it's, you know, when I get to use it, and it just, man, it just has so much, it's so much fun. And again, you know, I know not everybody's a Halloween, fan and stuff like that. And, there are some cool cards in there and stuff, it kind of has that vibe for Halloween and stuff. But, I love Halloween. It's one of my favorite holidays. But, when I saw that there was an Oracle deck for it, and then I was like, oh my gosh, and then when I started going through them when I first got it, because you go through them and then you have to put your energy into it and stuff. And it was just like, oh my gosh. So I love to get to bring this deck out, but I get it, not everybody's into this sort of thing. That's why I always have to say, don't be scared. It's not what you think it is. It's just because they're going to have some Halloween images on it. So, all right, Carrie is not showing up. So I'm going to skip to you, Debbie. So Debbie, Valerie, and Rachel. So hang on for those three. And like I said, I'm going to kill it at that point. I'm going to end the show because that's perfect, because that'll, even if it gets us to 345, 350. So Lynn. Oh, okay. Okay, Lynn. Yep, we got some time. Okay. So Lynn, you're going to be the very last one, and you said purple. So that's deck one. Okay, cool. All right. So we'll do that. All right. So that's it. We've got the last four, because like I said, that'll wrap me up pretty much right at about 4:00, and I got to stop right at 4. So, all right, Debbie. All right, let's go. Debbie. Oh, that's awesome, Debbie E. Okay. All right. Debbie B. That's funny. Debbie B and Debbie E. So Debbie Boyer Smith, got you, my friend from Eden Springs. Awesome. So here we go, Debbie. You're getting the hearth, the fireplace and stuff, but happiness in our hearts and homes. Happiness in our hearts and homes. Okay. So Debbie, you're usually pretty good about that sort of thing. And so this, I think, is really just sort of a reminder, or maybe you just need a refresher. You know what I mean? You could be in a situation where, you keeping your home, keeping, everything, copacetic, keeping everything, uplifting and positive. I mean, we all have the times where, the pandemic obviously didn't help a lot. So, trying to stay happy, trying to stay positive through a lot of it, job situations and, the fear of getting COVID-19, that sort of thing. And, there is a balancing act that we all have to do. I mean, everybody, we've had to try to cope with so much. And so I think for you just need to keep kind of doing what you're doing. I know you get out to the park a lot, and you're able to, to walk around and things, and really change the way you are, to change the way you act in a better way. I know when you go to Eden Springs, you there's so many times you've sent me messages being like, oh my gosh, you see this activity, or gosh, I had a good time. I was walking through there and I could just feel things and stuff like that in a positive way. I know sometimes, it could feel a little different, but you definitely got to continue to make sure that you're looking out for yourself, and that you're finding the things that make you happy. You know what I mean? So again, making sure that, when you're at home, you are always having that kind of positive attitude. Maybe they're screaming candles at me. So I don't know if you burn candles or not, but they're telling me burn some candles. And I think not just the smell, but it's the image of the flame. There's something about that they keep pointing at. So if you haven't today, light a candle today, because apparently you need to. So, but always try to make sure, you're you're not yelling, and I know you're not, but to make sure you're not, yelling and screaming and kind of like I was talking about Nicole and things, but you're not you're not kind of putting out a weird negative vibe, around you in your home and stuff like that. Because obviously, because that stuff just kind of then sits there and then it gets on you and it kind of drags you down, and then you don't even go down that path. So always do what you can at home to kind of keep it upbeat, keep it uplifting. If you're a sage type of person, going through there, the weather's decent right now where, you could open the windows for a few hours, do a little smudging around the house and cleansing it. That's awesome and things. And so, oh, here we go again. Whoops. All right. Got rid of that annoying troll. So sorry about that, guys. I knew that stuff was going to happen. So got rid of it. All right, cool. So Debbie, make sure you're keeping everything happy, do what you got to do. And I know you do. I know you will, and I know you do. So, but again, it's just kind of more or less making sure that you continue to do that. So, all right, Valerie, Rachel, and then Lynn to wrap it up. And Valerie wanted the Halloween deck, so let me shuffle that up real quick. All right. All right. Awesome, Debbie. Awesome. Light it up. Just in a good way. Don't burn the place down. All right, Valerie. Here we go. Oh, okay. All right, Valerie. Let's do this. Strength. Strength. So Valerie, I don't know. So sometimes my guides will they'll kind of throw things out there and they'll make it in a way memorable in a in in a way that you're going to remember this is they want in a lack of a better words they want you to kind of stand up and be strong, but what they're doing is they want you to remember that you could get up there and be like and just kind of doing the flexing thing and stuff like that. But when you do that, it's going to know that you can get through situations because you need that strength. Uh, you know, Sometimes, you might feel like you're not able to get through something, or you just don't have that last little bit to succeed at something. And so they want you to know to kind of just think of it as like, think of you like being like a bodybuilder thing and just kind of doing that flexing thing, you're squeezing your arms, but they really want you to stand up and know that you have confidence behind you that you can do it. You just got to just have that there. You got to have that drive to know that you're going to get through whatever is going on and whatever situation comes up for you. But that's the funny part about it. That's why they want you to even remember that kind of silly look, because if you could imagine going up into your mirror after this and just kind of doing that, you're going to get that mental image of yourself. But at the same time, when you need to be strong through something, and again, whatever the situation is, and I mean, it could be something emotional, it could be something very serious, but just you'll have that image of yourself doing the flexing thing, and you're just going to be like, yep, I can do this, I can get through it. And then you will. Okay. And that's the whole point, to get you through that, because it's we all need that push. I mean, and sometimes you just need the other side to kind of give you that clue, and that's what that is. They want you to flex your muscles and show us what you're made of. Very cool. So let me know. I like that. And thank you, Valerie. And thank you, Debbie, if I didn't say that before. And then Rachel and Lynn to wrap it up. All right, Rachel wanted the purple deck, and so did Lynn. Awesome. So, all right, get this one shuffled up for Rachel. And I just definitely want to say again, thank you so much to everybody that's hanging in there and still watching. I still see a lot of people, watching and liking and commenting. Appreciate that, and really appreciate it. Appreciate the opportunity to do this today. It's been a long time. I haven't done it in so long, and I really missed it. So definitely going to be doing this a lot more. So okay, all right, Rachel, here we go. Oh well, interesting. Rachel, this happened earlier with my friend Jen. So you're going to get the same thing. Blessing for a mother. Now, Rachel, like in Jen's case, her mom has passed, and um, even if your mom's still around, uh, you know, maybe you're a mother yourself, and so you are just knowing that you're being looked at after and things. Um, the Hold on one second. Yeah, because I'm also letting them give me a second to gather a little bit of information. So, Rachel, I mean, do you, I mean, Rachel, are you taking care of kids, whether they're your own or whether they're students or something like that? Because I keep seeing, several kids around you in the physical sense. So are you looking after some, or, I mean, again, it could be your own kids, or like I said, maybe there's some type of students, or um, because that's what they keep saying. So like I said, I can't always explain why they say it, but that's just what I'm getting. So if you want, you can let me know. But much kind of like the other card that Valerie had with the strength and stuff. Oh, okay, all right. Well, so, but what I was just going to say is they want to know that they are behind you. Your guides, your angels, however you want to look at them. If you do, know that they're there. They're there to kind of help you get through them, because obviously there's I have two kids of my own, so I understand this. There's tons of situations. I mean, even this whole weekend, my son has gotten into stuff, and it's just like every day you're just sitting there, just bang your head against the wall, going, "Why does he keep doing this?" So, but those are the moments where it's like, you rely on your guides and your angels to kind of come through and kind of give you a little bit of comfort, and pull you through those situations. And because obviously you could explode, and I'm not saying it's every situation's bad, but just like in my sense, they were just, my son just kept getting into trouble and breaking things, and it's just like, no matter what you said, it just like you didn't care. So, but the point was is that know that they're there for you. They're going to keep you calm. They're going to get you through it, and things. And so it's it it's a good thing. So I mean, but they're obviously giving you a bunch of praise and things, and know that you're doing a great job. So um so sometimes that's a good thing to know, that the other side is looking out for you, like I've said many times to a lot of people today, but that they recognize it, and they recognize you in what you're doing. So um that's pretty cool. I like that one. And thank you, Rachel. All right, and the last one, Lynn, the final one. Okay. All right, Lynn. Here we go. Okay. Oh, cool. Well, that's awesome, Rachel. Great. Awesome. Thank you. You're welcome. All right, Lynn. Okay. Lynn, no idea if this makes sense or not, but it could be a couple different things, but it's a blessing on a home. Now, I don't know if you're considering a moving, or if you have moved, or you're just really happy with your home. So I mean, it really could be any of those, but they essentially, what it's saying is, again, what depending on which one of those three it is, I'm waiting for them to give me a little bit more. So yeah, okay. Much like what, like, kind of a couple of little things have happened earlier in some of the other readings and stuff, like what they're showing me real quickly is that um they're they're literally pouring, protection and safety and things over your home, because I can just see large amounts of white light, just blanketing your home. And I mean, it's really beautiful, I should say that. But it's really cool because it just is, I see kind of like an aerial shot of this where it just keeps seeing all this white light just kind of raining down on top of your home. And and kind of like I said, sort of some of the things that have happened earlier, like protection and feeling safe and stuff like that. It all kind of applies. I mean, white light is like the best ever, and so having that white light around your home just kind of keeps you safe from things. That way, you don't get a lot of negative things kind of bouncing through the walls and just kind of making you feel, run down and even lethargic and things and stuff. And so, that's why they keep showing me that they just want to know that they're going to kind of, give you a lot of, love and light, so to speak, over your home, and just kind of make your home kind of perk up a little bit. Because a lot of times when I've done home cleanses, you know, the homeowners usually feel a difference, especially, sometimes it's a little bit, and then by the next day they can feel it even more. Like they really feel like something's lifted, and the home just is inviting. And so, very similar to what they're showing me is, again, they want to put this over it to make you kind of feel like, it's your special place, the place you need to be. So hopefully that makes a little sense, or at least knowing that, that they're going to be kind of taking care of you and keeping your home, uh, safe, so hopefully that makes sense. All right. Okay. That was it. That was the final one. Pretty good timing, 3:47. I will take that. I will take that. Because wasn't sure. I bet you, oh, good. Well, good, Lynn. I'm glad that does. Awesome. Yep. And you may, and Lynn, like I just said, there's a good chance you might feel a difference. You might feel that in the next few hours. You might feel it tomorrow morning when you wake up. You might feel a little different. Not you specifically, but you might notice that your home feels a little different. And again, it might not be dramatic levels. It might not be like, you know, uh, you feel like it's like buzzing, like through the roof, but you might just notice you walk in there, you just feel things, you feel happier and things. So just notice that. Awesome. Thank you, Debbie. But yeah, so this is perfect. This worked out really well. I know it's been a while, and but I really, really appreciate, you guys hanging in there, for those that had to be patient and wait a long time. Oh, yeah, we're just wrapping up because I have a hard stop at 4 o'clock my time. So, and I got to get going because I have another show to get ready for, and I got to, eat some dinner and things like that. So, but I will be doing more of these. That is the plan moving forward. The next, oh, cool. Well, thank you, Debbie. Yeah. So the plan is, and just while I wrap up real quickly and stuff like that. Oh, thank you, Tina. You're welcome. Thank you, Sarah. You're welcome. There will be another one of these, except the next time I'm doing it different. So I don't know which readings I will do. I don't know if it'll be a card again. I don't know. You're welcome, Tala. But it's going to be a surprise. It's going to be a surprise pop-up live reading show. Thank you, Tanya. And it's going to be cool because what that is it's just meant for those that were to be there for that pop-up show. The universe, guides, angels, all that will be there. Oh, cool. That'll be great. We'll definitely see. Yeah, we'll see each other later then, for sure. That'll be awesome. Yep. But yeah, that pop-up show is gonna be kind of cool because, again, you're welcome. Thank you, Rachel. And it's really kind of cool that it'll if everybody was aligned and all the stars are, right there, everybody's going to show up, if you catch the show. I may give a warning a week out or somewhere in that, or but it'll just happen. The show's just going to light, and whoever shows up. And then the next one, because I'm going to do at least two live. I'm going to try to do two live readings a month. So one will always be scheduled, so you'll get at least a week's notice, and then the other one will just happen. And if you're watching, that's great. So you'll see if you get caught on another one of those, which will be fun. But there's a reason for it, and we can always dive into that one time on my morning show on Saturdays. So awesome. So I'm going to get out of here so I can take a quick little break and get ready for the show later. So yes, I'm going to be on later, just to remind everybody. I'm going to be in the HOCC, the Hearts of Change Collective, at 6:00. I'm going to post the link to that show tonight as soon as I get this ended, and I will share that over to my Adam the Black Swamp Medium page, so you guys will get to check that out. And we're going to be talking about some stuff and possibly a healing, like I mentioned at the beginning of the show. So I can't wait to be a part of that one. Always love going on the HOCC show because the ladies are amazing. They're my friends, and even then I know David and I know Morningstar a little bit, who are also guests like me. So it's going to be great to hang out with them again as well. So it'll be a good show. So if you guys have nothing to do at 6:00, come check it out, and we'll have some fun chatting away and talking about all kinds of cool things. And but yes, I thank you. You're welcome to everybody that got a reading today. It meant a lot. And for everybody that donated, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And I am going to get out of here. So you guys have been amazing. Thank you so much for letting me do this for you. And I will see you again soon. If not, well, you guys will at least see me next Saturday. So we'll be back with another morning show. All right. All my love, light, and peace to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much. And I will see you again soon. Take care. Bye.